There are some warnings in this part. There's non-consensual kissing, drugging, and non-consensual touching. So, anyways, let's get started. My body trembled at the contact, not knowing what'll happen next. She cried in my arms, and I stood there frozen. Ian, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, she sobbed and soon pulled away. He didn't harm you in any way, right? Her voice broke, and she frantically looked up around my body for any signs of harm. No, I stuttered. Oh, thank God. She sighed with relief. She then looked me dead in the eyes. You need to leave. He's going to arrive soon. She panicked as she started pushing my body towards what seemed to be the front door. I didn't know what to do. It was all happening too fast. But I let her push me towards the door. Leave now, she whispered. I stared at her for a moment. I was cut off by her. Please, he's going to arrive soon, she begged. My bottom lip quivered. I don't know why my heart felt heavy. She helped me. She's the one that got me into this mess. I was about to leave, but then I looked back. She's the same as me, a victim of his scheme. As soon as I turned from her, I ran from the house. My heart was beating out of my chest as my legs trembled from the exhilaration. None of that mattered. None of the pain I was feeling mattered. All I needed to do was, Yurichi, I need to find him, and maybe he can help me. Where did he live again? I stopped in my tracks. As I was left with going left, right, or straight ahead. I didn't dare take any turns. Left and right seemed unfamiliar. All I was left with now was going straight ahead. I soon arrived near a park. Where do I go now? Should I head inside the park? Fuck. Maybe I should head towards the park from afar. I could see familiar houses. Maybe this is near where Yurichi is. I quickly left the park and headed to the suburbanism, I think, with familiar houses. What the hell do I do once I meet Yurichi? Go look for Blake? Where even is he right now? I don't know where the portal is. Fuck. Second POV. As you stood there frozen, thinking where the hell you should go next, a certain someone noticed you. Ian? A familiar voice spoke. You quickly turned around, looking like a deer in headlights. It was Muichiro. Although he hadn't done anything wrong towards you, he did confess some disturbing things, like getting married to you, and that love stuff. You stiffened as you looked at him. He raised an eyebrow. What are you doing here? He asked. You stuttered. I thought you were with Blake. He mumbled. You didn't catch him, mumbling Blake's name. Blake? Do you know where he is? You asked, your eyes having a glint of hope. He looked at you for a moment. No, I don't, he replied. Oh, you mumbled. It felt awkward. He was silent, not only staring at you, a stare contrast as how he was with you before, always holding your hand and clinging onto you. But now, he looked different. You can pinpoint what the hell was he thinking. Why are you ignoring me? You didn't answer any of my calls or texts. He spoke up. What? You replied. He walked closer to you, making you flinch and move backwards and maintain distance. You didn't even bother talking to me, nor checking up on me. He added. His tone of voice sounded angry, yet hurt. You shuddered, your mind scrambling as you tried to make up an excuse. If I was busy... I was busy. I was taking care of a lot of stuff, and, I was about to call you tonight, actually. He let out a forced laugh. His lips then curled into a small smile. He knew that it was just an excuse, but he didn't really care. You said it, therefore he'll believe you. Your body flinched as soon as he clung his arm to yours. Then there's no need to call me. We can hang out now, Muichiro replied. He seemed so unbothered by whatever the fuck was happening. It was scary. You tried to remove his hand off your arm, but his grip was tight. No, I can't today. How about tomorrow? I have plans today, you told him. What's so important that you have to do that? You won't hang out with me, he asked. I have plans with Blake, you replied. He raised an eyebrow. Looking like this? You look dirty. What plans do you even have with him anyway? You were desperately taking to remove his hands from your arm, but abruptly stopped as soon as he spoke up again. Stop trying to remove my hand. Are you that desperate to get away from me? Do you not like me? He asked. The tone in his voice, it was frightening. You could feel tears start to well up as you still tried to remove his hand. Muichiro, please, I have to go. We can hang out tomorrow. I have something important to do with Blake today, you begged. Moo. Call me Moo. Why are you calling me by my full name? Why aren't you calling me by the nickname you gave me? He asked. It's just that... Fuck, please, Moo. I just need to go right now, and... You were starting to shudder as tears rolled down your cheek. You were scared of him. Scared that you weren't able to escape. And as to how he's literally clinging onto you like glue, it seemed like he wasn't letting go any sooner. He caught you. Your breathing became erratic that you realized you should have run the moment you fucking saw him. But instead, you froze like a goddamn deer in headlights. Moo, please, just... You hissed in pain as you felt something sharp pierce your back. Did he just... What the... was that? What was that? You didn't just fucking inject me, you screamed, freaking out as you felt a needle leave your muscle. What the fuck did you just inject me with? You added, this time fighting back aggressively. He didn't answer, but instead, just let you go. You pushed him to create more distance between the two of you, and you were quick to start running. You didn't dare look back, but why did your knees feel weak? You whimpered as your body fell to the ground. Luckily, you managed to cover your face with your arms. Unfortunately, though, your arms met with a harsh concrete, and you could feel burning and stinging pain on it. Your breathing became shallow as you felt drowsy. And what the fuck did he inject you with? Your body felt heavy as your vision became hazy. You could hear his footsteps getting closer. Why did you have to run, Yin? Look at you. You only hurt yourself in the end. He commented. You felt his hand brush your hair. Sleep. I'll take care of everything. He mumbled soon, and you scumbled to sleep. Time skip. He glanced at your face. You looked peaceful when you were sleeping. Technically, you were unconscious, but let's just ignore that. He was sitting on a stool next to the bed. Muichiro continued to clean the scraped wounds on your arm because of the harsh concrete. He started applying an ointment to help with the healing process and also keep bacteria away. Muichiro took you home as soon as you went unconscious. You were laid on his bed. He was taking care of your wound. He didn't bother changing your dirty clothes and only cleaned your skin with warm soap and water with a cloth. He honestly didn't expect you so out in the open. He thought that he when just redacted everyone that you had already left, that you already passed by the portal. This suspicion just solidified when he found Blake near the portal, and he wouldn't utter a single word as to where you were, but now he realized that Blake was unaware of your whereabouts too, but still didn't utter a word about it. It was unfortunate he killed Blake and Daki in a fit of rage. As soon as Muichiro finished, he stared at your face again. Were you ignoring me because you felt overwhelmed by confusion? I honestly thought you wanted someone honest. He mumbled. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm not letting you go anyway, he thought, as he got up from his stool and laid down on the bed next to you. His hands find its way to your waist, pulling you closer to him. Muichiro let out a satisfied hum, passionately feeling your warmth, and he cuddled up to you. It felt so nice, so relaxing, to do something like this. Is this what couples do, right? The two of you were doing something that couples do, minus the tranquilization part. But isn't that just so romantic? Just two lovers cuddling in bed. Isn't that so sweet? He removes his hands from your waist and targets your hands. Your hands were his favorite thing to touch. It's always so soft, so warm. Did you know that warm hands mean warm hearts? Although it has a scientific basis, he believes that your warm hands reflect the kind of person you are. So kind, so giving, yet so easy. So trusting, so easy to trap. He's honestly so glad that no one is here to take you away from him. Those fuckers won't be able to touch a strand on your head because they're redacted. He didn't care about them. He honestly cares about you. And only you. He tells himself that just because he's young, it's not puppy love. It's real love. Why else would he have to kill that annoying tall son of a bitch named Bob? Why else would he enjoy only your presence and not anyone else's? Why would he have these cruel, obsessive, possessive, somewhat lustful thoughts when it comes to you? He loves you so much, and he hopes you can see that. Muichiro hopes you can see that he isn't just a kid. You see him as a potential lover, boyfriend, and maybe husband. Although potential could be removed as he already is your self-proclaimed boyfriend. But he buried his face into your neck, inhaling your scent that he also loves, leaving a small kiss on your shoulder. As he held your hand, Muichiro never thought that this day would come, and boy did it feel so amazing. He can't wait for tomorrow. He already predicted that you would be angry or upset tomorrow, but he didn't mind. You'll love him eventually. Time skip. Muichiro's POV. I let out a groan as I woke up, my hands trying to grasp Ian, but I couldn't grasp anything. I didn't bother opening my eyes. As I left my arm, looked at her unconscious body, but I didn't feel it. My eyes shot open as I quickly sat up, looking at the side of my bed, to find no one. Yin isn't here. Why is she not here? Why didn't she wake up early? And before me? Was I that tired? I grit my teeth as I got out of bed and walked towards my bedroom door. I slowly opened it, making sure that there wasn't any sound. She must be lurking around our house. She must have gone to the bathroom. I shouldn't assume anything yet. I then went back inside the bedroom and opened a drawer. I grabbed another one of those useful tranquilizers. I looked around to see an empty hallway. I started looking around for her. My steps were quiet and light. I then noticed her figure. I was about to call out her name, but I realized she was in front, at the door, trying to open the chain door. What are you doing? I asked. Second person POV. Your body flinched, hands trembling as you didn't dare look behind you. How did you already wake up? How come you didn't hear his footsteps? You stuttered. Are you trying to escape me? To leave me? He asked, and you could feel him even closer to you now, less than a foot behind you. You could feel his hands on your wrist, his grip on a little tight, that you could feel his fingers digging into your skin. Do you not like me? Why are you so desperate to get away from me? Why the fuck are you leaving, huh? Why are you leaving me? He asked, the tone of his voice getting higher as he slightly shouted his last sentence. You let out a wince in pain. No. You were cut off by him. You know how I feel about you, right? I love you. I love you. I love you. Why are you trying to leave? Is a life with just the two of us not good enough for you? He asked, his voice cracking. You look at him like he was insane, which he is. Why would he even say that? You weren't attached to kids. But he can't seem to get it through his thick head, deluding himself that you will love him too. No, scratch that. You do love him. You're just having a moral dilemma because of the age gap. In his mind, he can't fathom how he can't love you while those other older men can. Ian Midoriya, 23 years old. You live alone. You work for some dumb fucking blonde. Do you like him? Are you so eager to meet him again? Is that why you want to go back? Because of him? What? What the hell does he have that I don't? He asked. His voice sounded calm, but yet terrifying. You froze. How did he know? He knows about you? Even your real-world identity? How many of them knew? Did all of them know about you? How does he know? How does... Your panicked thoughts were cut off by him harshly turning your body to face him. You could feel your blood run cold as he looked at you with dangerous glare. Why are you so fucking intent on running away? In trying to get away from me? There's nothing for you out there. No one is waiting for you. Blake probably left you in this world with me by now. Can't you get that through your thick head? He asked. He didn't even shout. And it was frustrating. No, that's not. You were cut off by him again. Your eyes widened as he pulled you into a kiss. Your hands scrambled on his chest as you tried to pull away, but his hands on the back of your head kept you in place. The kiss was messy. He didn't know how to kiss. It was as if he was trying to eat you alive, trying to suffocate you. But most of all, it was fucking disgusting. You hated it. You hated it every moment of this fucking kiss. You could feel his tongue in your mouth and you fucking hate it. Before you could even bite, he pulled away. You couldn't even say anything before he fucking stabbed you with his needle again. You shouted in pain. Fuck! You cursed as you tried to remove the needle, but it was too late. It already was in your system. 2 minutes. You had fucking 2 minutes before you lost consciousness. What the hell would you even do in 2 minutes? He already trapped you with his arms. Don't even bother running around the house. You just tire yourself out. Just let the medicine take effect. He said, that last sentence in a threatening tone. You whimpered, as you could feel tears roll down your cheeks. You fucking failed to escape. Now you're stuck here with him. Trapped with him. It didn't take long before you soon lost conscious. Muichiro stood there as he looked at your unconscious body. I don't care whether you'll come to love me or not. I'll just keep injecting you, keep drugging you, until your memories become hazy, till your memories are replaced with me.